Morning, 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 morning. Thank you for this morning, another morning. Thank you. It is important for us to take time for ourselves, to rest. And when I say rest, I mean for you to truly rest. Resting is not laying up, watching TV, in your phone, reading. Resting is where you fully set yourself at peace. You can't rest your mind and work your eyes at the same time. And it is the truth. We don't have to work ourselves to the bone. We can take that time to heal ourselves, think better about the situation that we are in, and also give ourselves some peace. There is no need to keep up with the Joneses, as the saying says, or trying to outdo your neighbor, your friend, other family members. You're supposed to take that time for yourself, for your kids. That is something that you have the right to be selfish to. No longer are we in the plantation fields. Well, let's just say that we're not in those type, if you understand. But we have options now. No matter how something can be going, no matter how bad things can seem, we cannot function properly if we do not rest. A little shut-eye, a cat nap, those things are necessary, are truly necessary. When we spend more time chasing materials instead of making sure that we'll be able to use and appreciate those materials. Because what's the sense in working to where you barely can walk, you can't stand, you don't have any time, and before you know it, your life is gone. 10, 15, 20 years could have passed, and what do you have to show? Your kids are grown, wondering where all of your money went, nothing saved, just pitiful, because only thing you can credit is that, but I worked. I was working. I have bills. I have this, I have that. Whether you are alive or dead, the bills are going to be there. They are not going to go anywhere. This is a part of life. We know that. But we forget just how important resting, taking a day, taking a break, Our bodies and our minds are not meant to run 24 hours. And it's easy for us to push ourselves to those limits and beyond. Simple thoughts that, oh, I can catch up. You can never catch up on sleep. If it doesn't show immediately, eventually it does come out. Your mood swings, appetite, vision, headaches. There are many different ways that show that we need to rest. Take your time. It can get better. There is a way. Think about a way or how. Instead of running to the next job, spending money to get designer clothes or go on these trips and vacations when there isn't anything to eat in the house. There's nothing for you to come back to. Kids' health and welfare are being sacrificed because you're trying to do what others are doing. We all have different situations. We all know this. We all know that each one of us has the power to know what is going on in our life. We make that choice or that decision of what we prioritize. And a lot of time, rest is left out. You think crashing is you resting? It's not. It's your body being beyond its limit and just shutting down. And even that cannot be a wake-up sign. It'll be referred to as, oh, I guess I was really tired and I guess I need to take a little nap. That's not taking a nap. That is not you by choice putting the phone away, cutting lights off, cutting the TV off. That is your choice of resting. You just waking up, no. And we overlook that sign so very easily. There are actual people who've never missed a day of work. Don't take vacation or anything like that. All they know is work. Work, work, work. There's no vacation, fun times with the kids, no taking time off for themselves. There are some people that still work 2 jobs, some 7 days a week. It is literally destroying our bodies. It is doing things that we were forced to do many hundreds of years ago without any help, without any choice. Living to die, working, slaving, giving everything and we then some to a never-ending job. And we fast forward today, and many are doing it again. We know the economy isn't the best, isn't the cheapest, but there are ways for you to start small. Start little. Be on your own. Be independent. Now, independent doesn't mean that you do not receive any type of help, but it's more of a rainy day. But there are of us who apparently have a rainy day. Even this beautiful, shiny morning is a rainy day to someone. But we have to start. We have to own it. We have to want it. Enjoy it. Our ultimate rest is when we take that final nap. There's no more work. There's more physical work. Because you guys do send your messages, your blessings. But running yourself ragged, we are better than that. We are so much better than that. And it is not something we want our future generations to understand and think is the normal. Well, my mother and my father had 2-3 jobs. I guess I might as well just follow suit. Or making you think you're less because you don't have more. It's not always needed to have 2 jobs. There are times where you can just have one. Find the means, the education, the connections. There's many things that can be done as long as we sit down, take a breather, relax, and think about it. We have the power. Take a walk. Go sit in your car. Take a drive. Take a long bus trip or a train ride in a straight direction for some hours and turn back around and come back. You owe that to ourselves. We owe that to ourselves. I, for 2 years, worked 7 days for a week. 7 days a week. Correction. I was doing full-time hours at a job that I only worked Saturday and Sunday. So I had my full-time Monday through Friday, which I averaged about, let's just say 50 to 60 hours. When it was more heavier, 60 to 70. And then I was pulling in about 30 hours on the weekend. Coming home, exhausted, passing out. But everything was being provided at the sacrifice of my mind and my body. And eventually, I stopped. After 2 years, I stopped because I noticed the change of myself, how I was becoming, what I was missing. And remembered that I was smarter than this. I can think better. I can find better ways. Why am I looking down on myself when all of this that I am doing, creating, making is from me? It is a product of me. It is my thoughts, my intentions, my will, my drive, determination. That is what is going on. So I stopped. I stopped before I would have killed myself, or before I would have been forced to stop. And if you don't understand what it means to be forced to stop, it means that you cannot any longer. Not your choice to retire. It's something happened. Something stopped you from being able to continue. And now you don't have a choice. We don't want that. That is one of the worst possible outcomes we can imagine. And it's some that many never knew what it meant to actually rest, to actually take a break, a breather. It is a part of it. We need to wake up. We need to stop. We need to realize we need to get our heads out of our asses. You don't want the high point or the most talked about at your wake, your funeral, was, oh, they were such a hard worker. They never called out. They never took that break. They were always here. No, that is not what you want to see or hear going on as you're looking over from beyond. Stop it. Take that time. Rest. It is more important than you can imagine. Just how we put our kids or make our kids rest, take a nap. At some point we lost that. We lost that part of ourselves. We were taught it when we were younger, but as we grow and get so wound up with the world, we lose sight of that. Your body's aching, muscles sore, no type of focus. And then we'll go right back, especially in our younger days, on a Friday, Saturday, we're in the club, we're out and about, when we could have took that time and rest, thinking, oh, I can do it when I'm older. I have time for that later. There's so much damage that we're doing, and I'm very, very shocked and in awe that I've done this by choice. Nowhere near on the level of no rest from the fear of death, from the fear of pain, punishment. We're doing it to ourselves. We're making ourselves our own slave masters. This is our body. We can heal it. We can strengthen it. We can tone it.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
And discover more about it through rest. Through rest. We deserve that rest. We deserve that chill time, that cool down, wind down. We deserve it. You deserve it. Never forget, it is yours. You have the right to rest. They always mention with the Bible, and on the seventh day, he rests. So at least one day we should rest. Take it for our own. Schedule it properly to where we can. Let others know that we're not doing nothing. You're not going nowhere, or you have some me time. You don't have to go into details of what that means, but if they can't understand that, repeat it again. I just need some me time, and I will talk to you XYZ. Don't forget it. Don't ever forget it, people. We are definitely going to rest in our sanctuary. Best believe we are all going to rest. There's no overworking there. And I thank you again. Amen.